scout all these expansions just in case. Now Synthnosis is coming. He needs to siege his tank up now, or he's just gonna pew his way through his army. Guardian Shield's a little bit late, but it looks like this army's still gonna get torn up through. No upgrades for either side yet. This Stalker army did not do well against tanks and marauders. He needs to get either robotics or some immortals. He only had one immortal to that, which wouldn't do too much because there was a good number of marines in this army. So needs a little bit better unit composition. Maybe throw up a second robo, or just start cranking out. Oh, I clicked on the wrong button. Sorry about that. Let's see if we can get back to where we were. There we go. Throw up another immortal. Throw up another robo and what's that? The Colossus building. The robotic spay over here. So start cranking out Colossi. Get the thermal lance upgrade, and he probably would have won that battle. There's the scan on the expansion, just to double check. Scouting with Terran is kind of hard. Like you can have medevacs like fly all around, but they're kind of expensive. You don't want to lose them. And every time you do throw down a scan, that's about 300 minerals you could have used on mules. So you have to be careful every time you scan. However, later in the game, you're gonna have a lot more energy just to scan because you're gonna be mining out the map. So, but scouting's not too much of an issue later in the game. It's just mainly checking unit composition. Still going Immortals. Immortal, Stalker, Zealot. Just Immortals and Gateway units. Versus Heavy Marauder, Submarines, and Heavy Tanks. These Immortals are going to do well against the Marauders and Tanks, but there's not enough Marines. There's more units. Alright, he's got all these hotkeyed up, right? Yeah, they're all on 2. Command Center on 3. No, he's got this Command Center on 3. Where's his army? He does not have his army hotkeyed. I would not be able to do that. I can't go like this every single time. I always throw my army on 1. I think I've mentioned this before. My army on 1. And I'd have like another group of Marauders and a medevac on 2. And then I always do a drop on the back of the base. And then as soon as that drop goes, I would, there comes a big battle. These Marauders are going to get decimated by these tanks and Marauders. I say these Marauders are going to be, these Stalkers are going to get destroyed. And by the time the Immortals got to the battle was already over. Probably should have clumped up a little bit. Synth has a really nice concave, which is just going to demolish whatever's of Webb's army. So, wow, these are a ton of pylons. Yeah, this building's not going to be unpowered anytime soon. But, does he have a starport out? Please tell me he has a starport. Still no starport, no medics. Here it comes. There we go, there's the starport. Maybe he definitely has... He doesn't have... Well, he doesn't have... He's doing a good job with his unit production. I mean, mineral count. Now he's starting to get 1-1 upgrades on the way. Or no, 2-2 upgrades actually. No, 1-1. They just finished. But I don't think Webb has Weeb. It's not Webb. I've been mispronouncing it the entire time. But I'll just call him Blue. Blue doesn't have any. Still, he only has 1 up weapons upgrade. Where is his forge? Forge is way down here. Should start chronoboasting. He's not even. Is even. All right, so his hotkeys. He has. Why did I do that? His number 1 hotkey are warp gates, which you can just press W and warp in as many units as you want. So usually you don't want warp gate hotkeyed. His second hotkey is his main nexus, which is now mined out.
Upgrade complete.
Usually you want to, definitely as a Protoss, you want to shift tab select, shift tab select, not shift, just shift select, click over here, shift select, and then just hotkey all these to 1. So whenever you use Chrono Boost, you're using Chrono Boost from all of them, not just. He still has Chrono on this one too, but now he has idle probes. This is gonna be ugly. But these DTs are pretty much his last ditch effort. Synth needs a scan right about now would be pretty good. So I'm gonna go back to everyone's. What did he put? He's throwing a reactor, so he's gonna go to medevacs. He should definitely throw down a turret right here. just to prevent any DTs from sneaking in. These DTs are going to do a lot of damage unless he does something. He needs to throw down a scan now. There we go. Oh, he didn't have enough energy, that's why. And no DTs got past this area, so none of them are going to sneak into the supply bit into. Actually, this mineral has to find out, but none of them was like wreak havoc like on any of their production buildings or supply buildings. Weeb is trying to sneak up a gold. Now he's got all of his probes moving, but he just lost a ton of mining time by just keeping these probes lined here. If you ever see your idle probes like higher than 5, something's wrong. And you gotta check that out immediately because you're losing a ton of minerals over it. And oh no, these are all gonna get. Is he gonna see it? Synth does sees it, but he's not gonna do it. Oh, there he goes. All these probes are gonna get intercepted. It's gonna be ugly. Huge stem. A lot of health loss actually due to that stem. He needs to get these medevacs cranking out. You got a Viking here. Not really sure why. No void rays on the field. Actually, just did get a Stargate, but does Synth know about it? Yeah, I guess he kind of does. Does he know about this DT? No, he hasn't scanned the DT shrine. So that Nexus just got knocked out. Counterattack on Synth's third base. His army's just kind of idling here. This army could, I guess, rush all the way up here like these zealots are doing, but Synth, you gotta move your units up here. You gotta protect your natural. This is why you gotta hotkey this to 2, hotkey this to 1. Although we just lost his main army again for the 3rd time this game. That was like, if you threw in some dark DTs in that mix, like if he spent all these resources into DTs, there's no way Synth could have. There's no turret up here. All these SCVs are just chilling out over here actually. No turrets to attack DTs, so he could have done a lot of damage if he had have played the correct unit composition. So actually, I think we may have just taken the lead in this game, even though he still mined out his main. He has no mining time on his second natural. He lost all of his probes, but he just kind of did an army trade right there. Well, not too much of an army trade. He managed to take out a second expansion. Synth, right now, I would say push. Go through these rocks, go through these rocks. You just kill his army, and then just walk right into the main and do as much damage as you can. We've going to a void ray switch. Does he have the gas for it? Yeah, he has the gas for it. Doesn't have the minerals though. He's gotta set up another expansion soon. Or else he's gonna starve himself short of resources. Since just chilling out over here by the Zelnaga watchtower. If his another tip for Terran, if your army's just gonna chill here for a while, just like throw your tanks in the siege mode, just in case you're away macroing, and then your enemy does like a sneak attack while you're not looking. Your army will be able to do a lot more damage. But these Vikings are actually going to be able to do a pretty decent amount of damage against wherever that Void Ray went. Do you still have it? Let's check units. No, that Void Ray is no longer up. I probably got sniped when it probably went to the main. But you gotta pull back your units. You can't just send them off to the slaughter. There's your GG. That's game. As he throws away his last few sentries. Units killed, it's about 50-50. Resources lost. Let's check this out. Hold on, let's get this off the screen first. Units lost. Weeb lost a lot more resources. Probably shouldn't have sacrificed all these probes down here when they were transferring. That was kind of ugly. Maybe if he had tabbed it over here, then came down. But overall, this was a pretty good game. I can't wait until Synth sends me some of his later games, and then we can compare the two from right now to when he gets into Platinum, maybe, hopefully Diamond if he keeps playing. But APM 68 to 38, that's something you see around Bronze Silver level. But if you have the good mechanics enough, you can hold that around Platinum pretty easily. A few things we should have done is probably done a Colossus tech. That wouldn't have been a bad idea since he only saw a few Vikings. and Colossus would have done a lot of damage to these infantry units. But that's about it. Thanks for watching. I'll try to cast more games within the next 2 weeks. So if you have any replays you want me to cast, send them to StarCraft2@t3po.com. And as always, thanks for watching.